Wendy, who is 8, and Amanda, who is 6 with me. And we're going to be talking about a question that I get asked a lot, which is lunch without bread ideas. So our Miss Amanda here is not a big fan of sandwiches in her lunch. She'll eat Uncrustables or peanut butter and jelly with no crust, but that's about it. And Wendy isn't a
huge fan. I mean, I take ham and cheese and Uncrustables, but I'm not a huge fan.
Wendy's not a huge fan either. So we've had to come up with some ways. So Amanda, the paper you just dropped, is our school lunch checklist. So can you tell everybody, how do you pick a lunch? What do you start with?
Protein.
Then?
At least one vegetable.
And then?
Fruit.
Then? Anything else you want? Extras, if there's something else you want, and you have to get?
A drink.
A drink. So I think it's really important for kids to learn to pack their own lunch. It teaches them good kitchen skills, it teaches them independence, and even as they pack their own lunch, as a mom I get frustrated sometimes on how much of lunch comes home. But think about how often you show up at something and it isn't what you want to eat. You want your kids to eat their lunch, have them pack it of something they want to eat. So that's one of my biggest tips, is have them pack the lunch, have them come up with the ideas. So Wendy's gonna talk about some of her favorite things that she makes of lunch without bread.
So I have a thermos of my own. So I like to pack SpaghettiOs, which is basically spaghetti in an O shape with meatballs. And I like to have chicken ramen in my thermos. And then
And you like to do chicken nuggets in there sometimes?
Chicken nuggets,
or
mac and
cheese if we have that. And I know some people might be curious about ramen and say, oh, that's gotta be so unhealthy. So if you were to compare the serving of one serving of ramen with an Uncrustable, they have the same number of calories, there's a little less fat in the ramen, there's definitely more sodium. I definitely cut the seasoning packet in half, and so then we don't get quite so much sodium in there. And you wouldn't want to put all the broth in, just enough to keep the noodles moist. A little bit more carbs, little less fiber, a little less sugar, and just a little less protein, but we also sometimes whisk an egg in there, So then there's the protein to make it a little more filling. So before you discount something because it isn't what you think they should normally eat, look at a package of an Uncrustable. It's about 200 calories. It's got about 25 grams of carbs. It's got about 9 to 10 grams of fat. It's got a couple grams of fiber. You can be flexible. Just because it isn't what you normally would do doesn't mean it's bad for them necessarily. And things that you think are bad, you maybe need to adjust and look at what is actually in something. And so those are things she likes to take in her thermos. If you have leftovers of soup or something else, they can take that in the thermos. The thermos has been a big lifesaver for us. She really likes the thermos for her lunch.
That is a lifesaver.
So we also found this. She was very excited. You can talk about that. We forgot the tortillas.
So this is a little pack. It doesn't have any protein, so you would add some stuff in the lunch with it, but it has little gummies, like fruit snacks. Then I have some animal crackers and then some peeled apple slices.
So these can be fun. They're like a Lunchable, but if they don't love the traditional Lunchable, it's a little different. Amanda's going to show you one. This one is a little more complete. It's a Paw Patrol one, and it has apples, animal crackers, yogurt, raisins, which is a great addition, and some cheese. So it has the protein in it. So this one's a little more complete. This one would need some cheese or some lunch meat or some sort of protein in the lunchbox to make it a little more filling and complete. So another thing Wendy really likes is to make a tortilla roll up. So she's going to show us how she makes that.
So all you need is a tortilla, some turkey or ham, it doesn't matter which, and cheese, and then you could have like ranch or some sort of dressing you want.
Or if they like mustard, mayo, whatever they kind of like.
What they want.
Any sort of lunch meat. You could even do it with peanut butter and jelly. I had a nephew that loved to do peanut butter and jelly on a tortilla.
I don't think I would like that.
So Wendy puts ranch and some cheese and
Can
some
you get me
turkey.
a knife to spread the ranch, please, Mom? You just squirt a bit of ranch and then spread
Or whatever you
the
want.
ranch, well, whatever you're doing with on the tortilla. Spread whatever you're doing on the tortilla. Spread it around. Uh-oh.
Don't make too big of a mess. It's okay.
You can help me out a little more.
Yeah. A little bit of, something we're still working on is that a little bit of ranch goes a long way. This is a very ranchy tortilla roll up. Okay, so you've got your ranch.
You can take some like turkey or ham. I'm using turkey because we don't have any ham. And you take like, let's say, like 1 or 2 slices of it.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't get it out. Here.
Why don't you get your cheese while I get the turkey out? It's kind of stuck together.
So then you take like a couple slices of cheese. As well. And I take around like 3 slices of cheese. That is, and then you just put it on the tortilla. And then you can roll it up, which I'm not very good at. And then after it's rolled up, you can just eat it like that, or you can chop it up into little slices, and I usually chop it up into little slices.
So we think it's kind of fun to chop them into these little slices. It makes it a little more fun to eat, huh?
Mm-hmm.
So you've got these little tortilla bites that you can eat, and if your kiddos would put lettuce or any sort of vegetable in it, that would be good for them too. So that's what Wendy was going to show us. So Amanda, what are you going to show us of things you like to take? So this is Amanda's lunchbox. It's missing one of the containers, but we really liked this lunchbox because it can divide things up even if she takes a sandwich.
It's not her
It-
lunchbox. You put
well,
that in the lunchbox.
her lunchbox container, you're right. So it can fit a sandwich, some fruit, some veggies. Just this one is missing. But it's really great for other things. So what do you like to take? You like to take cheese sticks or a great protein. What else do you like?
Some beans, refried beans.
So Amanda likes beans and chips. So kind of like nachos. You could even put shredded cheese. It's just not going to be melted. So we've done refried beans or some rinsed black beans you like.
And I like smoothies.
Amanda likes smoothies and yogurt. That can be a great protein.
Some little
I
like
like
energy
these-
bites. They're energy
Like
bites.
mini energy bites.
So we've done homemade energy bites, which I have a video of that I can link to. Or these, I found them at Costco. I haven't looked at the regular grocery store. I'm sure they have them. These are great for school because they're allergen free. So they are free of peanuts, dairy, wheat, gluten, sesame fish, shellfish, soy, egg, and tree nuts. And they're in a facility that's free of those allergens. So if you have a kiddo with food allergies, these are great. These are great for a snack in the classroom if they're watching allergies, or if they have a friend that has food allergies and they want to sit at the allergy-free table. These are great. And then Amanda loves oatmeal. And so we tried this overnight oatmeal, and we had the mishap of you didn't put a ice pack in, so it got yucky. So the trick with these overnight oats is you mix milk in with it, so it's gonna need an ice pack or it's gonna be gross by lunchtime. The other catch would be that it needs 6 hours to sit. So if your kiddo eats an early lunch, you might actually need to do it overnight. Think it through that far ahead. But these can be a good option as well.
I don't like this, so I don't use it.
Some other options we had of good things to throw in for kiddos that don't like sandwiches are hummus or a little avocado packet.
I don't like avocado, so no.
Me.
There's these balanced breaks. They have nut and cheese ones. I thought I had some.
Favorite, but I like those.
They have nut and cheese ones. I thought I had some in my fridge, but I don't. But these ones are crackers and cheese, so if your kiddo doesn't like the meat in like a Lunchable. These I found that are bagel chips
Ooh.
with cream cheese could be fun.
So yeah, sounds
And tuna salad kits can be really good. I loved those as a kid. So these are all different ideas that we found just at Walmart and have created in our own family to make lunchtime easier. So we hope you can find these. Leave in the comments if you use any of these or if you have any other great tips for a bread-free lunch.